How far should a man go to achieve his dreams? Until he succeeds? Until he has nothing left? Until he breaks? We often hear one message: never give up. It sounds inspiring, but life is more nuanced than that. Because determination is a virtue, but wisdom is knowing what deserves your determination. There is a dangerous belief that quitting is always weakness. It isn't. Sometimes quitting is fear. Sometimes it is clarity. There is a difference between abandoning your purpose and releasing a path that no longer leads toward it. Imagine a captain at sea. His destination never changes. But if a storm blocks his course, he doesn't keep steering directly into the waves simply to prove his determination. He adjusts. Not because he has given up, but because he refuses to confuse stubbornness with courage. Many people spend years fighting battles they lost long ago. Not because there is still hope, but because their ego cannot accept letting go. They tell themselves, "I've already invested too much. Time, money, emotion, pride." But past investment is not a reason for future sacrifice. One of the hardest truths in life is this: sometimes the dream does not need to die, only your version of how it should happen. You may dream of building something meaningful. Perhaps your first business fails. Does the purpose fail, or only the method? You may dream of giving and receiving love. A relationship ends. Did love fail, or was that simply the wrong relationship? Wisdom asks different questions. Not, how long can I endure, but, am I still moving toward truth, or only away from admitting reality? Because reality is one opponent no human being ever defeats. We either cooperate with it, or exhaust ourselves resisting it. And this requires humility. Humility to admit, I was wrong. This path no longer serves me. There is another way. That is not failure. Failure is allowing pride to keep you imprisoned in yesterday's decisions. Think of nature. A river never argues with a mountain. It doesn't insist, I will go through. It flows around, and somehow, it still reaches the ocean. Not because it is weak, but because it understands that flexibility is stronger than force. Perhaps that is the lesson. A man should go as far as truth takes him, as far as purpose calls him, as far as integrity allows him, but never so far that he sacrifices his peace, his character, his family, or his relationship with God, just to protect his ego. Because there comes a moment when persistence stops serving the dream and starts serving pride. And pride has destroyed more dreams than failure ever has. So when should a man stop? Not when life becomes difficult. Difficulty is often the price of anything worthwhile. He should stop when the path no longer aligns with truth, when every step forward takes him further from the man he wants to become. Because dreams are meant to shape your character, not consume your soul. In the end, success is not measured only by what you achieved. It is measured by who you became while pursuing it. And if chasing a dream costs you your integrity, your peace, your compassion, or your faith, then perhaps you didn't lose the dream. You simply forgot what the dream was meant to build in you from the very beginning. Never be afraid to change your path. Be afraid of staying on the wrong one, simply because you've walked it for too long.